just a regular. Well, they tried to make it a podcast, but it wasn't a podcast. It was more like whenever we want to type thing.
I
They'll
think
do like interviews. Like they'll try to just do stuff to like fuck with the people in the music industry.
Oh,
Like to build relationships.
I feel you.
So they used to do this segment called "Respect the DJs."
Okay.
So they would interview DJs. You know, of course, to give them a little exposure and to have them like basically like fucking with them, like as far as like the music. Hey, I'm gonna send you this, play it. You know.
Right. Oh, so they was like artists that ran the show or something.
No, it was a record company.
Oh. Who's the label?
Street Capital.
I figured.
Yeah.
I figured they the really main one in South Carolina.
Yeah.
Who over Street Capital?
This dude from Greenwood. Justin Allen. Jed, they call him Jed.
I don't know if I know him.
CEO Jed.
I ain't know it was somebody from Greenwood though.
Yeah, he's from Greenwood, but he moved to Simpsonville, Greenville, Simpsonville area.
Oh, so he live with my dad stay up that way.
Yeah.
So yeah.
He used to always tell me that Greenwood is a dead area. Get out.
It is. I feel like it too. I'm ready to get out.
But I was telling him like, well, it's the only place I'm making money at right now. You know. Well, back then.
You comfortable?
Yeah, back then.
You comfortable doing that?
Yeah, definitely.
Can't let yourself get comfortable. You gotta always keep yourself in uncomfortable situations. Keep elevating. But back with another episode. I hope no one heard that. Got a guess. Want to introduce yourself?
Introduce myself. No, DJ Zertified, South Carolina.
Yep, DJ Zertified. Some people call him my DJ. This a girl said to me, she was like, "You going to this party?" I was like, "I don't know, I ain't know nothing about it." She was like, "I seen your DJ go be there." I said, "My DJ." Everybody just see us as a pair now. It's funny. But when you started DJing, how long it's been?
I'm creeping up 10 years now.
10 years. How old was you when you started?
I was. Damn, we gonna start with the age questions.
Man, okay, you got it. You tell me. You remember your first gig?
Huh?
You remember your first event?
Yeah, I actually do.
What was it?
It was actually in Lawrence. It was called a Leopard and Lace Lingerie Party.
Dang, you remember the name and everything?
Yeah, because at the time I was just starting to DJ. Like I hadn't even got my first gig yet, and I had a homeboy who was a party promoter, and I think it was a bike show weekend. We had went to Myrtle Beach or whatever. But before we went down there, he was like, "Man, I got a surprise for you." I said, "For real? What you got?" So he pulled out his phone and he showed me a flyer with my name on it. And I was like,
"Oh, so he ain't asked you, he just put you on it."
Yeah, he just put me on it.
So,
Yeah.
so like, was you like DJing like just for fun before that?
Now I was just trying something out. I was already making beats and stuff, but I was just trying something out. I just said, "Fuck it. Let me just see what's going on with this." And yeah.
So what was you thinking? You was hyped?
Yeah, I was hyped. Cause at that time I was trying to get out there as a DJ, and like seeing my name on the flyer was like, hell yeah. But I wasn't even DJ certified then. I was a whole another DJ name.
What was the name?
It was DJ Drone.
Nah, that ain't it, y'all.
DJ Drome.
Why you changed?
I had to rebrand, man. I stuck with that for like, I'd say about a year.
Where did drone come from?
I used to have a little job, and they used to call me Pedro. The little job.
What?
Yeah, but Dro was short for Pedro. So,
Oh.
they used to call me Dro all the time.
Yeah.
So that was basically my name, Dro.
Yeah.
So my my homeboy's promotion team, it was Magna ENT, so it was ME. So when I did my Twitter, I did Dro ME. You know what I mean?
Yeah.
So I just put it together and I said Dro. I don't know why I chose that, but I did.
When you think back on it, like, dude, like, you just like, that ain't it.
Yeah, definitely not it. Definitely.
It
I
wasn't.
had to rebrand.
It wasn't horrible.
Nah, it wasn't. It wasn't, but I had.
It got you by.
Yeah, it got me by at the time. They were still like, who the fuck is this guy? You know what I mean? Like, I was a nobody.
People still don't act like that now, though. Like, when you go to different cities.
When I go to different cities, yeah. Definitely.
You know how many different cities you done been in and DJ'd? Is it to a number you can't even count no more?
Definitely. Can't even probably remember the name.
Dang.
Been out there in the outskirts, South Carolina.
Yeah. And you did Georgia, too, for, is that Orange Crush?
Yeah. I did a party for Orange Crush.
That's the only time you did out of state?
No, I did some stuff in was Fort Mill, North Carolina, Asheville, North Carolina, Augusta, Georgia, and Dallas.
Dallas? Really?
A gig in Dallas.
When was that?
This was in 2021, right after COVID. We know people down there. Well, I say we, but I know people down there because I used to live down there, in Texas.
Oh, yeah. Okay.
I used to live in Denton. It was like 30 minutes away from Dallas. So I had linked up with some promoters down there. It was like some local promoters, but then they had the same type of party scene out here, like with the college parties and stuff like that. So linked up with some of them, and I was out there back and forth. I think I had like 2 parties down there. No, this was back when I first started, when I used to live in Denton. It was like back in 2015, 2016. But I went back in 2021 trying to do something up there. It went straight. It went good. It was a good trip.
As far as, like, energy, what's the, like, latest city you done been to for a party?
Damn. That's a hard one. Because they're all lit. All of them.
You ain't got no city to just stick out to you? All of them just up there?
Like, whenever I DJ, at like, when there's like Pat, it's pretty much all the same. Maybe like the country towns is where they just don't give a fuck and turn up.
Like deep in the country, like...
Yeah, like shit like Saluda.
Yeah, I was trying to say Saluda.
Batesburg, shit like that. Abbeville, you know.
Greenwood.
Oh, Greenwood definitely on the top 10, top 5. But it's between them and Orangeburg.
Orangeburg, crazy.
Orangeburg.
I never forget that.
Definitely.
I will never forget that.
Columbia like more bougie with it.
Yeah. It's similar to Orangeburg, but it's just they ain't bougie.
Orangeburg just go crazy.
Yeah. That was a crazy party. I might add a video from that in here. What's you remember your first prices when you first started?
First prices?
Mm-hmm.
Free.
So that first one you did free? Like when he told you
I didn't do that one for free. I think I got paid like $80 for that.
Oh, okay.
It was a nice crowd. It was a good crowd. But when I tell you I was in the booth stressing,
You was like,
man,
like it's your first time, so
it was
like,
my first time, and the homeboys I had at the time, they was just like, one of those like in your ear, you gotta go harder type homeboys, and they was doing that the whole night. People kept coming up the booth requesting music and stuff like that.
When did
But I was playing good shit.
when did that nerve go away? Like, was it away after that first one? Like your second event, you went in like, okay,
Nah, this shit lasted for a long time.
years.
Years.
Dang. So you don't? Do you ever
Up
had it?
until now, up until like maybe about 2-3 years ago.
Do you ever get that nerve still? Like in New
Yeah.
City?
Hell yeah, definitely. Every time. Every time I gotta go DJ, it's still that little feel. Like,
Also, it's every time, not even just New Cities. Like
yeah,
even
probably
like
sometimes in places I've already been before, and crowd that I've already DJ for, like it's straight. Like I don't get that nerve no more. But it's still there to like do good. Like I still have to keep in mind like you can still gotta do good.
you don't think you ever did bad though, do you?
Nah, never. Of course, I have nights where I was like, damn, I could have went harder. But nights that I'm just terrible, or I just play bullshit. Nah, never. I never in my life had any complaints. Nothing. I think I had one complaint one time. I'll never forget that.
What could they say?
And I still remember the promoter. The promoter still booked me.
Like afterwards?
Still booked me now.
Like now?
She
Oh.
stopped for a minute. She stopped for a hot minute.
Oh, dang.
But it's crazy because I feel like she was just trying to get out of paying me my whole amount because her party. It did good, but it
Could
she
did
probably,
better.
she probably didn't profit or nothing. You know, she probably like it was a nice, good crowd, but she tried to say that I didn't play enough old school music for them when I clearly did.
Was it like an older crowd or something?
No,
Like an
like
R&B or something?
the crowd was young. Like it was a 25 to 30 crowd, But she had a couple of older people in there, and she basically wanted me to cater for them instead of the younger people.
Right.
But I still play older people music. You know what I'm saying? And even the girl that threw the party with her was telling me, she was like, man, you did great. Like, I don't see why she tripping. And I told her, I was like, well, you tell her that she can never, ever book me ever again. I'll take whatever she gonna give me, but she ain't gonna.
So she ain't pay you the whole amount?
Nah, she ain't paying me the whole amount.
Wow.
That's her excuse.
Wow.
I think she gave me like 150 or some shit like that.
And what was your price at the time?
I think it was like 250.
Oh, so it was $100 more.
Yeah.
We don't gonna miss that $100. Forget her.
So I told her, I was like, I mean, because that's what I do. Like, when somebody like don't pay up or short you or something like that, if I'll just like never book again with that person or think twice before booking again.
Right.
You know.
Because they gonna play
I
with
mean,
your
'cause
money.
of course, sometimes you look out. You know what I'm saying? Especially people who you done already been dealing with for a minute. Of course, you look out. You know, you take a little $50 reduction or $100 reduction or some shit like that. You know, especially if the party ain't do good.
Yeah.
You know, if the party dead as fuck. You know, a lot of other DJs don't really like do that. They want their whole amount, but.
That's how you build relationships, though. You gotta build.
But yeah, you build relationships because you know that party may not hit right there, but he might throw another party and it hit real good.
And they
now
still go book
they
you.
give you more money and they book you and you get exposure. So like sometimes
Right.
I just be like, yeah, bro, go ahead, you can give me 150, fuck it, come on,
Yeah.
let's go next gig.
That's how it is with everything. You gotta build on relationships. The relationship go
And
last.
really, that's how I lasted this long.
The relationship go last way longer than that money will.
Yeah, of course, there's some people that you never want to deal with again. Like you wouldn't even want to deal with again because they don't even do parties like that. They don't do anything. So
Right.
you just be like, all right, whatever. On to the next. I'll probably never book them again. But you ain't gonna need them because they ain't gonna throw no party ever again. Like you know what I mean?
Right.
It be those type of people that'll fuck with your money. But I really ain't never had any issues with money. Like never.
Is there any other reason you'll ever just turn down a gig besides like somebody playing with your money before?
Not really.
So you ain't never just said like, nah, I ain't doing it.
Nah,
Like even after they explain some situation or something. Like
I take everything.
okay. I thought you might be.
I take everything, and then if I'm not prepared for it, I'll get prepared.
What you mean?
Even if it takes me more money than what I'm gonna make.
What you mean?
'Cause I remember when I first started. I took a gig. They were telling me that the club needed speakers, so I waited till the last minute to even try to get somebody to let me hold their speakers, shit like that. So I had to rent some speakers.
Dang.
I didn't want to tell them I can't do it anymore.
Yeah.
So I had to go rent some speakers, and at the time I was charging $200 to DJ. Speakers cost me like $120.
Dang.
I mean, so it's like, I do whatever it takes to make a gig.
Yeah.
If I say I can do it, I'm gonna do it.
A lot of them ain't going out their way to do that. A lot of people in general for anything ain't going out their way to do stuff like that anyway.
I just can't go back on what I already told you.
Right.
Unless it's something like super important. But I've never had that go down. I never had to be like, well, here's your deposit back because I can't do it or something like that.
Right. When did you start to see it more of as like a career instead of like just something you was doing? Like how deep was you in it?
I guess when I started getting booked more often, when I started making more money DJing than I would at any other job. That's when I was like, okay, damn, this is actually what I do now. Like, it hit me like a truck.
How many years in was you when you did it? Like when you had that feeling like, dang, like I'm really a DJ now. This is what I do.
I was like, probably like 5 years in.
So 5 years ago.
I always kept the job. Yeah. I always kept the job, but once them 5 years hit, then now you ain't got a job. Now you're just DJing. Just that's all you do now.
Yeah. So like when the last time you actually had a job, like when you was working full time hours?
Well, I just got out of the immigration thing in July last
Yeah,
year.
yeah.
So as soon as I got out, I had to get a job because I had to get money.
But when you first got out, you weren't doing like people weren't trying to book you right then just because you got out.
They was like I haven't been off a weekend since I got out.
So like, why did you have to get a job if you was just like you was already booked?
I needed more money.
I needed more. So was you booked that first weekend you got out?
Yeah, basically, because I threw my own party.
Oh, okay.
And when people knew I was,
so what you did, like a coming home party?
Yeah.
Dang, how they did?
It was bad. I made after everything, I made $2,000. Took home $2,000.
So you did good first week back. You didn't need no job for real.
No, I didn't. But I wanted to get as much as I could. You just getting out of prison.
Yeah.
Well, whatever, immigration detention, whatever. You just getting out, and you just like you want to get all of it.
Right.
But when I got out, people had already had their DJs for that month.
Oh yeah.
You know what
okay.
I mean? So some people had to tell other DJs, "Hey, I don't need you anymore because I got him or whatever." But other people couldn't. So even though I was booked up every week, it wasn't Monday, Friday, Saturday. I mean, it wasn't Friday, Saturday, Sunday. It was just like Saturday. Another Saturday.
Right.
So I was working in between that to try to get some more money. But once July left, in August, every Tuesday, Thursday, Friday, Saturday, Sunday,
Booming.
just going crazy.
Booming.
So that's when I had to quit. I had to stop working. I couldn't drive anyway, so my job required me to drive. I couldn't drive, so I stopped doing that and just stick to the DJing shit. And as soon as I did that, boom, here comes all these gigs. Tuesday, Thursday, Friday, Saturday, Sunday. Day parties. This, that. Now I'm doing my own parties. So it's like... And then now I'm charging more than what I used to charge.
So like, when you, let's say like your first year, how many gigs you think you did within your first year?
first year of DJing,
Yeah.
when I first started,
Yeah.
like 3.
Really? What about your
Yeah.
second year? Was you?
The second year, I started going crazy.
How many you did second year?
My second year, shit, I
50?
couldn't even tell you. I couldn't even count.
Was
It was to the point where I was booked every weekend.
was it
Of
more?
course, it was a couple weekends that I wasn't booked. My second year, maybe 1 or 2 out the month that I wouldn't be booked. But more than likely, I was booked every week. I used to charge anywhere between 20
20.
to 125.
Dang, you was lowballing.
I was doing house parties. I was doing whatever I could get my hands on.
Dang. What? So what? You did like over 50,
Yeah,
over
'cause my
100?
first year, I really didn't DJ that much. Like, I just made beats. Like, I didn't DJ. My second year is when I started doing all of that. When I started doing house parties for nothing. You know, when I started, I remember this dude in Greenwood. He owned a club back then in Abbeville, and he was saying that he was gonna do a free party. I was seeing online that he was promoting a free party. You know, everybody in free, everybody drink free, everybody, you know, all of that shit. So I inboxed him. I said, "Hey man, I'll come DJ for free. You know, I started DJing, so I'll come DJ for free." Man, I rocked that bitch. He said, "Come on." I went and rented some speakers because the club didn't have no speakers. I spent money on this,
Bang.
knowing I wasn't gonna get nothing.
So when did you get your own speakers?
That was later on down the line. That's another little story I got. But anyways, that night I rocked that bitch. And he was like, "Man, you did good. You did real good." And there was some people in the crowd that I knew from school and stuff like that. So they would throw parties too. So they'll start throwing parties, and that's when I was like, yeah. That's when I was like, okay. That's when people started getting a drift of me.
Yeah.
Like, okay. So they started fucking with me.
So your second year really was like people like
Yeah,
this.
second year was when I rebranded.
Oh, okay.
Yeah. After I ditched drone, you know, I was doing a little bullshit, but I wouldn't consider them gigs. You know, my first year.
Yeah.
You know, so I was doing like little house parties, little kickbacks and shit like that. You know, my first year under drone. But after that first year, I was like, man, I'm gonna rebrand. Like, I need another DJ name. I can't keep going with this name.
So real. Your second year was like a milestone because
Yeah.
you rebranded and you start booming more.
I rebranded and I just started doing whatever it took to get me in these clubs and get people to book me.
So after that, what you feel like is another big milestone that you hit later on down the line?
After that, I just let it build up. I just let everything build up. The next milestone after that is when I threw my first party myself, first college party.
And when was it? How
That
far
was-
along you was in then?
I was already about 4 years in.
Okay.
I had been trying to do my own shit, but they would flop. You know, the first couple of years.
So you did like actually throw some parties yourself for it?
I threw some parties myself, but they some college parties they flopped. I was hitting with I had did this one party, but it was more like a teen high school party type thing. So I hit with those, but I would lose with the college parties.
Right.
Because it was other college party promoters that had already been in the game for years.
Right.
They was throwing stuff, and I was new, and I was trying to throw some shit, and I could never get the crowd. But I kept trying, and finally one time in December, I had what I called the college invasion draft, where I just get a lot of pretty girls to host or whatever. That was my first party ever that hit. And then right after that, boom, do another one, Tour Wars. My first Tour Wars.
Same month?
No, it wasn't the same month. It was like 3 months later.
Okay.
I did the college invasion in December. It was December 2nd. And then right after college invasion, I did Tour Wars in March. And that's when stuff started really going in my direction with college parties. But I still couldn't get a grasp of homecoming. Like I still couldn't. The dude that was doing the homecoming parties, he was still the leader in there. And I would try to do homecomings too, but my shit would be dead or weak, or the crowd wouldn't get there till that other spot got super lit. It was a lot of little shit. It was a lot of little, like my first party that I did for homecoming actually was good. It was a Saturday party. It was good. But it was more like an after party type thing because we were supposed to stay open till 4. But yeah, I could never grasp the homecoming until 2020.
So 2020 when you start getting the homecoming parties and you start doing that more.
2020 is when I did my first homecoming party that was homecoming week and that was successful. Like the whole all 3 days, I had the crowd.
Oh, so you did all 3 days?
Yeah, Thursday, Friday, Saturday.
Dang.
That was my first ever where I was like, they fucking with me. They ain't fucking with the other dude no more.
Right.
Because 2019 was his last homecoming.
So do he promote at all anymore?
Nah, he retired. You know.
Okay.
It's probably that time anyways. But yeah, he ain't did nothing since then. But 2020 was like my basically my breakout year where now everybody I had already been like back in like 2018, 2019, 2017 and through 2017 and 2019, that's when like the Greeks were like booking me. Especially like the Noops, the AKAs, you know, they was booking me for their probates and their parties and stuff like that. So I would tell the Greeks, I was like, well, if I'm DJing for y'all, I'm looking out for y'all too. I'm gonna throw parties and I'm gonna need y'all to host, and I'll pay y'all or whatever. And they would be like, yeah, just let us know whenever. And they was really fucking with me, so that's when I started doing my parties. 2019, 2018, 2019, I started doing my parties. My shits would hit every single time. So I started getting that. My brand started getting good. Like as far as like, oh, it's a certified party, I'm going. Like 2018, 2019. So by the time all that shit built up, I still didn't do homecoming 2019. That was still, I tried. Matter of fact, I did do stuff, but I wasn't on the main parties, you know. I wasn't doing the main parties. But 2020 hit. Since I had already had all that built up, 2020 hit. I jumped the gun. I got the best building in Greenwood, and everybody was like, "Nah, we rocking with Zert this time." And that was when it went crazy.
You feel like that's the hardest part about it, like trying to get people to rock with you?
Yeah. Like you gotta bring something to the table.
What about now? Like after you done gained all that popularity, everybody know you. Like, what you feel like the hardest part about it is now? Or is that still like one of the hardest parts about it?
I mean, it's still hard. You gotta still do it. You know, even though they know that you do good parties and your shits be packed, and you know, even though they know shit like that, shit can still be weak. You know what I'm saying? You gotta bring the hype every single party. You gotta make them wanna come.
All right.
Some kind of way.
So, how many events have you done this year? Do you know? Have you counted? Do you keep track at all?
This year, I can't even count.
Is it over 100 already? And it's June.
July. Nah, I don't want to say it was over 100 because we only got 25 weekends. Only got like 25 weekends in a year.
12? No, it's 52 weeks in a year.
In half a year.
Oh, okay. I was going to say, huh?
Yeah, we only got 25 weekends in half a year, so it could be probably about around the same, about 25, because I done did, maybe less than that.
What you mean? You be doing like 3-4 days a week though, like.
Oh no, I'm talking about actually just DJing or my own events.
Both.
Oh, way more than 25.
Yeah, like.
Shit, probably like Yeah, about 100.
That's crazy. In 6 months, it ain't even full 6 months because
More than 100 probably.
it's like
Because you got to think Tuesday, Thursday, Friday, Saturday, Sunday. And then sometimes I have day parties on Saturday and Sunday. So you're talking about 7 times a week.
that's so crazy. And like people, I'm pretty sure a lot of people would think like being a DJ would be easy because they don't work as many days. But like depending on the DJ, they work almost every day.
Yeah, it's every day. But the
Like
best thing about it is that it's only for a couple hours.
yeah, you working
4 or 5.
4 or 5 hours. Other people working 8 hour shift.
4 or 5, and you put in a 12-hour shift, and you put in a 12-hour DJ shift, and you're making what somebody will make at $20 an hour for the whole week
Yeah, that's crazy.
in one day.
That's
in
crazy.
one 12-hour shift.
That's crazy. Think about.
I'll go in at 4 p.m. I go in at 4 p.m. I get out of that at 9, and then at 9, I go straight to the other club. I stay there till 1:30, and then I'm at the after-hour spot from 2:30 to 5. That right there is a person who makes $20 an hour 1 week check.
That's so crazy. And then this is one day.
And in one day.
Yeah,
In
like
one
so
night. In
so
one,
like
one day, 12-hour shift because it starts at 4, it ends at 4. 13-hour shift.
so like let's say like you got to work Friday, Saturday, Sunday, and then you got 1 or 2 of them days is full shifts like that.
Yeah.
That's crazy.
Like these past 2 weeks, it's been 2 gigs per day, on Saturday and Sunday.
Dang, that's crazy.
But the Saturday one is the one with the after party. So the Sunday one, I don't have an after party on the Sunday one. So that's just like a 8-hour shift on Sunday.
Right.
Saturday be a 12-hour shift. Sunday be an 8-hour shift.
Right.
That's 20 hours. And then not even counting Friday and Thursday.
Yeah.
And then Tuesday.
So how much you know how much you already booked for upcoming in the future? Like for the rest, like for the months ahead?
Well, I could probably say that August is gone.
Till August is gone? It's June. Dang.
Yeah, because August is back to school.
Oh yeah, right.
So I'm already booked August 3rd. I'm already booked August 10th. After August 10th, nothing but back to school parties going on.
No, it be all your parties or like you?
Well, I already got booked in Rock Hill for their back to school. So I'm gonna do my back to school, and then there's another back to school on the 30th. So I'm keeping that open for that.
Okay.
You know, people don't start planning their shit till like late July.
It depends though. Some people do.
Some people,
Early.
I already see people already posting shit right now, but most of the people that I be around, they don't start.
Have you already started thinking about what you gonna do for the back to school?
Oh yeah, I already got my party in mind right now.
You got the theme and everything thought up?
Yeah.
Oh
Our
dang.
original party. I don't steal themes, by the way.
You what?
I said I don't reuse themes.
At all? Like so you never use theme?
My own created ones, yes. And maybe I've done a Freaknik or 2. Last one, it wasn't even a Freaknik. I called it Freakily.
When was that?
I created that. I think I created Freakily.
When was that?
That was for that's for homecoming. Freakily.
Talking about this year?
Yeah. February.
What day?
Friday.
I wasn't there that Friday. That's why I don't remember.
Yeah, it was a little Freaknik party.
Yeah, I remember the Thursday was like.
Yeah, I'll do little shit like that, like little theme shit, like pajamas, shit like that. But as far as like the actual name of the party, I always try to come up with it myself.
I don't never see you do things like that though, like pajamas and stuff.
Well, when I was doing the Tuesdays here, I would try to have a theme every single week. So I had pajamas like 2 times, 2 Tuesdays. But it was separated though.
So, do you remember what made you like start DJing? What made you pick it up in the first place?
Like I said, I was already a producer. Well, I was already making beats and stuff, recording people at the house and stuff. So there was this one time my homeboy had threw a party, and you know it was time to pay the DJ and stuff, and the DJ would act crazy. So you know they paid him or whatever, but after that we was like, man, it's crazy. You know, I wish we had our own DJ and shit. I don't know what got in me. I was like, shit, I'll DJ. Shit. I can I can do that shit. And from then on, I put it in my mind that I wanted to DJ parties. Like, I just wanted to be in the scene, and I just wanted to be in the party scene. Because I used to go party. I used to go out with, like, my friends from work and stuff. And I used to like the scene, like, you know, the girls and stuff, you know, all that shit. So, I used to be like, man, I like this. So, how can I be around this? So, like, and I used to look up at the DJ all the time. Like, the DJ always had, like, you know, I feel like the DJ always had respect. Like, you know, nobody gonna fuck with the DJ.
He basically like the leader of the party. He the reason that everybody there.
Yeah, so I was like, shit, that's the perfect way to get into the scene. You know, as far as like with the music shit, with the producing shit. Cause I was still in my mind. I was still trying to make beats and like see what I could do with the beat stuff. So I was like, how can I get in the industry? Shit, I should become a DJ. Now I already be in the industry.
So
I'll be more connected to shit like that.
what made you pick up producing and making beats?
I'm just a music person. Like I play instruments.
What all can you play?
I play the piano. That's my main instrument. Piano. I know a little bit of bass and the drums. Anybody can play the drums.
I've always wanted to play the piano.
And the hand rhythm.
I've always.
But yeah, so I play the piano. So, me and my little brother, when we was younger, I used to get on the piano, and we used to like try to like mimic beats that were already out. You know what I mean? Like try to make the same sounds on the pianos. So, but then we started playing with it a little further, and we started making like our own little beats. You know. With
So
the
you self-taught?
Yeah.
Oh dang, that's crazy.
So I would go on YouTube and stuff and like see how to make beats and shit like that. So I had this computer hacker friend, who put FL Studio on my laptop for free.
Yeah.
He put the producer edition in it. Back then it was like $100, $200, some shit like that. But he put it on my computer for free. So I just started playing with that, and I started making my beats off of that, the FL Studio. So I just started making beats, and then the neighborhood I used to stay at, my homeboys or whatever, they'll know that I make beats and stuff, and then they were like, man, well, we rap, so we trying to goddamn see, you know, what's up with that. And I had like a little studio shit set up in my house, and they'll come and I'll make the beats, and they'll get on and rap. And that's how I was just doing that for a little while. I ain't make no money off of it, you know, because we was all trying to make it, you know. But then right after that, that's when I started DJing.
You can't see yourself going back and doing it again?
Yeah,
starting back
I
up?
always wanted to go back and make a beat.
Why you don't do it now? Like on your days, like that you're not DJing?
Well, right now I don't have the equipment, and I ain't trying to buy the equipment.
So what was you using at the time? Like you had all the equipment and stuff? What happened with it?
Well, I just basically like had studio monitors. My computer had the FL Studio thing on it, and that's basically it. You really don't need much to do it. All I need to do is just buy the program and put it on my computer. But with the program, you have to buy all the sounds added with it,
Right.
or download the sounds. And I just don't want to go through all of that right now. I'd rather just pull up at a studio who already got all that stuff and just do it there.
Right.
Like, get a studio session or some shit and just make it be there.
So you don't ever think about doing that? Like,
yeah, I'm gonna do that. I'm gonna do that soon. I want to get like, I want to do like some DJ Khaled shit, but I want to produce the song.
Yeah.
I don't want another producer. Like, I don't want to just put the song together. I actually want to make the song.
So like everything about the song is you. No other producer on
No,
it.
just like the beat. Like, maybe I can collab with another producer, but I wanna have part in that beat. Like, I want to be like, no, I want this melody, and I'll do the melody.
Yeah.
You know? And then I'll pick my people who I want to rap or sing on it. You know what I mean? Like, okay, I want this person. Of course, it's gonna be like local people, but if I have enough money, I'll get somebody. You know.
Like big time.
Yeah. Like, to do a feature. Like, because I trust my sound. I trust my ear. So I know what sounds good, what's appealing to the ear.
I mean, you got to when you're a DJ. Like, you got to know what everybody like to hear.
So that wouldn't be nothing to put together, to do that. I'll just go through beats, just find the perfect one, find the perfect people on it, and keep going until it sounds good. Until it sounds be like, okay, I can see this being played in the club. Yeah, let's break that, let's push that, and then do it.
All right. Well, that's pretty much all the questions I got for you as far as like just you being a DJ. But I got a little segment where I do open discussion questions. Anybody can answer. People at home can answer. I can answer. You can answer. You get the gist. So, first question is, what amount of money would it take for you to join the Illuminati?
Illuminati.
Yeah.
That's a hard one. That's a hard one because
Those scary people now. I might need to bleep their name out when we said it. I don't need them coming after me.
nah, I probably wouldn't join them.
No amount of money. I wouldn't either because I feel like you silly your life. Like,
Yeah, not even that. It's just not right.
what you mean it's not right?
You know, when you were brought up on a certain religion,
Yeah.
you know,
Yeah. Yeah, I don't think I could join.
stuff like
I'd be scared. Like, I'd be too scared to do it. And then it'll be somebody like, oh.
Like, I know that this shit is gonna sound so intriguing. I don't know, I might fold when I see everything.
They gonna tell you like okay, we got this right.
Right now, I'd have to say no.
Like
But if motherfucker had the money in front of me and
I
tell
don't
me,
know, dog.
you don't know. So, I don't know.
I couldn't fold. I could but that money would be tempting. Like just sitting right in front of you.
Yeah.
Or they show you the account, be like, look, this will be your account. All you gotta do is say yeah.
I have to be like, what I gotta do?
Yeah, because you know they gonna want you to do something crazy.
You gonna have to do something. Like, who gonna have to die? Nah, I ain't doing that shit. If somebody gotta die, that's out the question. See y'all later.
Yeah, that's crazy.
But as far as like, and they'd be like, well, all you have to do is just work for us for your whole life.
They gonna make you a slave. It's
But
a lot
they
of
don't, though.
there's a lot of stuff you can't say, can't do. Like,
But why would you even want to say and do this shit anyways?
but I'm saying it's certain stuff like that probably need to be said that they don't want you to say. You get what I'm saying?
Well, I feel like if you give somebody millions of dollars and you tell them, hey, I don't want you to say this, I think that's
Right.
an easy rule. Like,
Right.
okay, bet, all right.
Right, but I'm one of them people. I'm like, I feel like stuff should be said. Like, I don't know. I can't hold my tongue on
It
stuff
depends
like
on the
that.
terms and conditions.
Yeah.
That's it. If I can agree on the terms and conditions, and the terms and conditions ain't too crazy, yeah.
Yeah.
Give me 100 mil.
It's always gonna be that fine print that you don't read though. That they ain't, something they ain't even tell you about. It just they go throw in there later on.
Yeah, no, of course you have to have a lawyer to look at that shit.
You can't have no lawyer with no doing Illuminati.
Illuminati, right?
You can't have no lawyer.
That'd be crazy. You can't. No, well, not with the Illuminati, but with somebody offering you a deal.
It's like a shadow government. Like
Yeah,
they
yeah,
ain't. They over the lawyers and everything.
Yeah. No, I'm talking about like a legitimate deal, legitimate contract deal.
Okay. Next question. So think of the 3 people in your life that you talk to the most. Okay. If you had to stop talking to them people, who could you stop talking to for $10 million? Would you do it? Like you had to stop talking to each of them. 10 mil each.
One person or 10 mil each?
Yeah. It's the main 3 people you talk to.
Yeah.
All 3 of them?
For how long?
Forever. That's it.
Oh, for forever?
Yes. Who the 3 people?
I think I talk to everybody equally.
Man, nah, dog, nah. You got.
Basically, the only one that I talk the most is my mom.
Would you start talking to your mom for 10 mil?
No.
See?
Hell no.
Anybody else?
Probably my homeboy Josh.
I hope you ain't gonna stop talking to Josh for 10 mil.
10 mil? Yeah. I'm sorry, bro.
You gonna listen?
I throw you 100,000.
You can't talk to her. How you gonna get to her?
I mean, you don't have to talk to him.
What you just gonna leave it on
Yeah.
at the door?
Yeah.
That's crazy. Dang, Josh. That's crazy. Alright, mother, what's something you feel like a woman should always do?
She should always support you.
I feel like you're trying not to say nothing wrong. Is that what you're doing? Like you kind of.
No. I was really actually thinking about what a woman should do. And I think she should support her man at all times.
Is it?
No matter what.
Is it?
That's what she should be doing. That's what
Do you believe in gender roles?
And what?
Gender roles?
Yes. Definitely.
So if you believe in gender roles, then like, okay, what you think a man should always do?
Man should always protect. Man should always supply, protect.
So you one of them people that believe in a man should pay all the bills? If you say
The
yeah,
hard bills.
I was finna say if you say yeah,
Like the hard bills.
your DMs is gonna blow up when the episode drop.
Like the
So you don't believe in 50-50?
I mean, I've done 50-50.
But I'm saying like if you made like the amount that you want to and like you could afford everything, would you?
Yeah, I'll pay for everything. Yeah, definitely.
I would too, but like right now, my mindset 50-50.
Yeah, right now, in order to progress in life, and especially in this economy, have to do 50-50. You know, but I'm more of like I do 70-30. You know, of course, there's gonna be weeks where you can't give me your half, and I have to cover it.
That ain't bad.
You know what I mean? Or I have to pay the stuff that you don't pay, internet, you know, all this other extra little shit, and all you have to worry about is your car insurance, your car note, you know, shit like that. And I'm basically paying the whole rent, the whole lights, you know, the whole everything. But you buying stuff for the kids, you buying us food, you know, shit like that. but I'm taking care of the big shit. It's, especially if the other woman's working. If the woman's not working and she's just at home, then
You ain't got no choice but pay everything.
you got no choice but to pay her for everything.
Okay, would you let a woman do that? Just not do nothing, and you pay everything.
Um, it's not that I would let her do it.
I wouldn't want no woman that like didn't do nothing.
Me neither. Like I want her to get up and go to work, but I know things happen, and people get fired, people get laid off,
Right.
Stuff like that. So I'm good with a temporary situation. You know what I'm saying? But eventually, you're gonna have to, do something to help me out with some of this shit.
Right.
But as long as you at home, take care of the kids, and we gotta pay daycare, and you make sure my clothes is clean, the house is clean, stuff like that. That's what if you ain't got no job, that should be.
That mean everything in the house is your responsibility. That's your job,
Yeah.
pretty much. Right.
I mean, of course, it's vice versa.
Right.
If I ain't have a job and you's the one working and paying the bills, the least I could do is clean the house.
Could you be a stay-at-home dad?
Yeah. I when this year I've been that because
Well, yeah, because you DJ and
I
then through the
DJ at
week
night.
you like.
Yeah, I don't do nothing through the week. Monday through Friday when I have a little situation going on, I'd be at home.
Right.
But I make sure shit was clean. I wash clothes, do this and that. But
I asked that question on an early episode. It was like episode number 2. As I said, would you ever be a stay-at-home dad? And both of them off rip, quick. Both of them said, yeah, no doubt.
Would you ever be a stay-at-home dad or a stay-at-home husband?
Damn right. Damn right.
It's too easy.
Right.
I can't do that. I can't just sit around all day and not do nothing. I gotta get up and do something.
See, you can do that. I'm finna play the game and start streaming and get my money off.
Nick, I was just finna say that.
Well, I'm finna just sit here and play 2K till I die. Nigga.
I'm gonna get bored playing the game all day like that.
Well, that's when you can go do something. You know what I'm saying? Your girl gonna be home eventually. You know what I'm saying? She gotta come home.
One of them was like, he'll play a game all day. Ain't got no kids, ain't doing nothing. He was like, yeah, I do it. I couldn't do that. I couldn't just sit around all day and do nothing. I get bored. I wouldn't feel right not having my own money coming in.
well, that was the best part about me being a stay-at-home dad not too long ago. Shit, I used to make more money than
Yeah, because you still working. It's just through the week and during the day.
But my daughter will still go to daycare though.
Why?
It'll be days where I wouldn't be at home and I had to do other stuff.
Yeah.
So she just go to daycare, and we were already paying daycare, so we just let her go to daycare.
Right.
Because in order for her to get back in daycare, it's a whole another process. So we just like, let's just not fuck the daycare up right now.
Okay. Well, that's about it. About time to wrap it up. I don't know what episode number this is, so I ain't finna lie and say what number it is. But you watch the podcast like at all? You ain't gotta lie, bro.
I saw the Reese Money one.
Oh, you watched it?
Yeah,
I didn't think you watched it.
a little bit. It'd be long.
Yeah, they be like an hour long.
Yeah, this one was long.
It's probably about an hour.
But I feel like you should like chop them up.
What's wrong?
Like go through and see all the interesting things about it, and like drop that little segment. As far as like
That's what I do the shorts for.
Yeah.
The little Instagram reels and the YouTube shorts. I try to do that like so it keep people interested for them next 2 weeks until the next episode come out. It's been like a month though since the last one came out. Since that recent month episode came out, that episode did good. It's at like 500 some views. That's my most viewed video right now.
Oh, it's my chick. Hold on.
Love that money. But yeah, it's about time to wrap it up. Guess I hope no one heard that. I ain't introduced myself. He introduced himself. But y'all know him, y'all host. Tone, co-host. My boy Nick. We still rock out even though he ain't here. He got a little family he dealing with. Got guest DJ Zertified. I like to call him Fernando. Yeah, but we back. Y'all see we ain't in our normal location, but
Bueno.
we always go do what we can to get y'all good episodes, good content out there. So,
Sí, bueno. Bien,
Yeah.
bien, ¿y usted?
we out. He speaking Spanish over there. He like to do that when I'm around, knowing I don't know what he's saying.
Sí, ¿qué horas? Sí.
I know what that mean. He said yes.
Oh, ok. Sí, pues nomás dígame a qué horas y yo intento ir.
Yeah, he loves me. Yeah, we out. Holla at y'all.
Oh, ok, está bien. Ok, ahí llego entonces. Ok, gracias.
You niggas crazy. I hope no one heard that. I hope no one heard that. Cause if they did, we gon' be in some trouble.
Ladies and gentlemen, get ready for the sickest DJ in the game. DJ Certified.
Honey, I'll bring me a lighter, bro.
You know what you're doing. You're partying with the exclusive one.
It's who? My chick from Charlotte is here.